Hello wonderful viewers, welcome to my channel, welcome back. Maybe if you've seen my videos before, I am Sara the Cedar Moon Witch, and today I am going to start a new series, exploring the zodiac season through tarot energy, little magic. So I'm a little late for Aries season, but you know, fashionably late never hurt anyone. So I am not an astrologer, but I am a practicing witch and tarot reader, and energy worker, right? I mean, that's what witchcraft is. It's working with energy. And I love to learn, especially through experience. I'm a hands-on, in the thick of it kind of person. So this is going to be my way of kind of moving with the sky and deepening my connection with the current astrological energy. Because it's big, it's impactful. Whether you fully realize how impactful it is or not depends on how much you know. Like, I don't know a lot, but I know enough to know that it matters. So right now we are in Aries season, the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is ruled by the element of fire and the planet Mars. So that brings in boldness, action, initiation. It's the energy of beginnings. That's why for most of history, the new year always started with Aries season. Yeah. So Aries is brave. It's bold. Aries season pushes you to take up space, to do the things that you want to do, and to do so boldly and confidently. So, I'm sorry, you've just been staring at my hands this whole time. I have The Stars Within You, A Modern Guide to Astrology by Juliana McCarthy. And this is, I've had this book for a few years. I'm getting lost here. I've had this deck for a few years. I have, excuse me, I have tried to do decan walks. Well, I've loosely done decan walks. I've paid attention, I guess. But I don't know, this seems like a pretty low-key, easy practice to take up. Once a month, come in the book, look at what's going on, and just note that that is the energy for the month. So as we ruling planet Mars, the planet of sexuality and aggression, the symbol is the ram, courageous, headstrong. It's a masculine energy. Which is funny, my husband is an Aries, and Aries season, he doesn't keep up with astrology, you know, he's not into the woo like I am, but every Aries season, he is just out there, ready to go, you know, like full on Aries. So it's a cardinal sign. Let's see, red is the color, bloodstone, adventurite, diamond, willful, aggressive, enthusiastic, innocent, independent, and direct. And the drive is to trail blaze. Interests include hunting, risk-taking, fencing, racing, competition. That's funny. My husband loves motorcycles. Any and all motorcycles. So, yes. Yes. So, all of this to say, I'm not going to read the whole book. Not gonna read the whole book. So, all of that to say, I have some Aries season decks picked out that I think align with the energy of this season. And the first one I picked out, the first one that came to mind for me, was the Telesma Tarot by Tara Cochran. This deck has been around for a few years. I have had this deck for a few years. I don't know when it came out. It's an independent deck. Those are the backs. They're not reversible. Amazing gold, gaudy gilding. But yeah, this deck just really strikes me as excuse me, as an Aries season deck. Just from all, ooh, I'm just hitting everywhere. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this deck is very much Aries in a deck. It is fiery and bold and intense. It has that sacred fire energy that just kind of lights your soul on fire. Every card in this deck feels like a doorway. It does. And it's funny because Aries is basically about walking through new doors. Or like doing the Kool-Aid dude, you know, smashing through the doors. I love this deck. This deck is the deck that I use when I need to get things done. This deck will put things into perspective. It will be, this deck kind of tries to activate my own inner fire. This deck will motivate me when I'm just not feeling motivated. I love this deck, and I love this deck for Aries season. I think it is a perfect Aries season deck. So that is my first deck for Aries season. Or the first deck that I would say is an Aries season deck. So, Telesma Tarot. Oh, I'm running out of space. The next deck that I think is very much an Aries season deck is the Next World Tarot by Christy C. Rode. This deck has been around for ages. I love this deck. I have the giant version, but it comes in a smaller version. You can get it on the creator's website. You can get it on Amazon. I love this deck. It is revolutionary. Like, it inspires revolt. It is Aries season to a T. This deck is unapologetic. It is raw and deeply grounded in truth and injustice, which fits in to Aries season really well. I love this card. I love this entire deck. This is just one of my favorite decks ever. I haven't used it in a long time, but now that it's out, I'm like, whew, I should keep you out for Aries season. So, while Aries season is about facing the world boldly, I believe that this deck, the Next World Tarot, meets that energy beautifully. I mean, if that isn't Aries in a card. Also, in terms of the Three of Swords, because we all have complaints about that card, but this depiction, I like that. I like that a lot. So, the Next World Tarot. Another Aries season deck. It's just so good. I don't want to do like a complete walkthrough, but I love this deck so much. So much. We'll leave it on the Fool. That's a good place to leave it. Also, I feel like if I were to do that hashtag disheveled decks, this would win. Can you see how well worn, how well loved this deck is? So the Next World Tarot. Technically this is independent, but you can get it, like I said, on Amazon. Aries season decks. Another one that I wanted to bring out and showcase is For Hoxa Tarot by MJ Cullinane. This is the independent printing. The first printing, but this is now out mass market from Hay House. I've edged mine. I don't normally do deck mods on decks that I don't like, so this deck, to me, it seems like a wildfire. It's about fairies and mer people, but it's an elemental, an earthy deck, yes, but it's also primal and instinctual, and that, I believe, fits Aries season pretty well. While Aries season is masculine, you know, the duality is masculine, this seems like the sacred feminine aspect of Aries. While this deck is very earthy, it is also very fiery. It is very passionate. It is highly motivated. And fire runs throughout all of these cards. This deck doesn't ask for permission. You know, like it is all about bold action, you know, and taking aligned steps. And I just love it. This is such a great deck. It really is. Yeah. This deck is fierce in a way that doesn't have to shout. Like, this Elder of Fire. I love it. That is so fiery. But it doesn't have to scream at you. You know, it's passionate and fiery and out there. And, like, I know this is a fire card, you know. But it's just really aligned with the energies of Aries season. So, For Hoxa by MJ Cullinane. I love this deck. I love all of my decks, though. That's why I have them. Let me see. So, how many decks is this? This is the third deck. The last deck, maybe the last deck, I don't know, I want to showcase is the Tarot of Vampires by Ian Daniels. I know this deck is out of print, but I wanna talk about Aries season decks, and I just couldn't without bringing this deck out. So, like, it also comes with this amazing guidebook. Anyway, not here for the guidebooks. We are here for the decks, right? Those are the backs. I haven't edged mine. This deck is deep. This deck is sensual and highly Mars driven. It was created by Ian Daniels, so it does have more of a masculine feel to it already. But every one of these cards, even the ones that aren't necessarily fiery, they feel fiery. They feel alive. It brings in the darker, more commanding side of Aries. You know, like the willingness to transform, to seduce, and to lead with just raw power. I mean, that is raw, untamed power. This deck is velvet fire, I guess. And I think it's a beautiful deck. But I also think that it really embodies Aries season energy. Plus, I just love it, and I wanted to show it off. So there we go. Oh man, now I gotta put it back in the big, huge box. So what about you, fine viewers? What decks do you have that fit the Aries season vibe? Do you even, like, think of your decks in that sort of aspect? Leave a comment and let me know. And I wanted to show one more deck. Right, one more deck. This is the Voodoo Tarot. And I'm bringing this deck out because this deck is the epitome of I am energy. This deck is, it is raw. This deck does not ask for permission. You know, this deck definitely encourages aligned action. This deck will tell you to go to do the thing. You're not ready to do the thing? Well, that means you're ready to do the thing. This is a bold deck, you know. It is powerful. It's the Voodoo Tarot. So it is steeped in the traditions of voodoo. Sorry about that, fine viewers. I might not know that much about astrology, but I do know that it's Mercury retrograde, and I lost the rest of my video. So, I guess I'll just thank you so much for being here with me. Bless you for making it this far. If you enjoyed it and you want to explore the rest of the zodiac with me, be sure to subscribe. I'll share a new video every season. Until next time, I will see you later, wonderful viewer.